Garvin, he's a smart one. Drops down. That fist of Stone. Caught him. Put him down on the mat. All right.
Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. I'm David Crockett. With me is Tony Schiavone. Tony, we've got an exciting program for it. For one thing, we have United States Heavyweight Champion Magnum TA. Also, the Russians are here. Also, the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. National Heavyweight Champion Dusty Rhodes and his personal baby doll, and many more.
Many more. The things that people are talking about in the world of wrestling right now, the Rock and Roll Express and their ongoing feud with the Midnight Express. It seems to be fueled each and every week by none other than the manager of the Midnight Express, Jim Cornette. But how about the shot heard round the world? And we're talking about last week on this program. We saw the man just a few moments ago, Ron Garvin, what he did to the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair.
That's right. He hit Ric Flair. He knocked him out. And I tell you one thing. I felt some of those shocks.
I know you did. And we're going to have Ric Flair and Ron Garvin both will be here with us today. Let's bring in right now the man that's a U.S. heavyweight champion. We're talking about none other than Magnum TA.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I said here a few weeks ago that I felt Nikita Koloff was the man that I was going to have to look to defend the United States heavyweight title. He's probably the most intense man in wrestling outside of myself, but he represents the West. Well, I can honestly say now that I was very much impressed with the way the man came after me, because he probably is the most devastating threat ever posed to the United States Heavyweight Championship. And if Russia thinks for one moment that I'm going to just step aside and leave this laying out for them to take, they got a whole nother thing coming. Nikita, I know it's going to be a long, long time before these series of battles are over, but I'm still standing here now. I've still got this belt, and if I have anything to do with it in the future, you're going to come nowhere close to taking this from me.
U.S. Heavyweight Champion Magnum TA, let's go to the ring.
In the ring, the Barbarian, managed by Paul Jones, goes up against George South. You look at his monster, the monster, the Barbarian. And Tony, you heard the man, the boss, Magnum TA, United States Heavyweight Champion. He says, no way are the Russians going to take the United States Heavyweight title.
And I would think as much as any wrestler in the world, Magnum TA has a big job on his shoulders.
Yes, he does.
The Russians are coming after the United States title that he holds.
That's right. And this is the way they think they can embarrass all of us. They take that. They take the United States heavyweight title. Watch this man.
Now George South trying not to be intimidated at all, David, but it's hard.
Good luck. No way. This man, huge, flies like an eagle. How do you control him?
I don't know if anybody really does.
Paul Jones has so much confidence in him. Look at, watch him now, watch him. Watch him press, has him, presses him again. Just sort of throws him off. George South, 240 pounds.
Every bit. David, we have Tully Blanchard, James J. Dillon here with us today. And if the domino theory is correct, then they are still after James, or make that Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant.
That is right. They are definitely after. Wow, try that big foot. South is trying everything.
He really is. He's trying everything at all to go after the Barbarian. Too much power there, though, David.
There you see Jones. Jones is so confident. The Barbarian, he has offered $10,000 to any wrestler that can match him in his 3 tests of strength. Here he goes across into the ropes. Heavy hands right into the chest. South still trying to fight back. The Raging Bull is with us. Tony, also, you talked about the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. And that's a hot one. And both of them are here. Both teams. So you've got to watch it.
Ivan and Nikita Koloff are here. We heard Magnum TA talk about Nikita. Baron Von Raschke's with us. Black Bart.
Those headbutts by the Barbarian. Throws him out. Watch out for Jones.
Oh, right on the forehead with that foot.
And he goes right for the face.
Right on the
biting
face.
him.
Right on the bridge of the nose that time, and the referee Pee Wee Anderson trying to get George South back in the ring. I don't know, David. I don't know if anybody can really match this man's strength for strength.
Hey, there's a man that wants to try, though. Ron Bass. He's a tough Texan. See what happens here. Headbutt.
Now trying to get back in before the 10 count. Now every time the Barbarian either stomps or kicks him, the 10 count will start again. Now George South.
South goes over. No way.
Can't take him down.
South has tried everything that he could think of against the Barbarian. Watch him. Gets that big foot up in the air, right in the face. Barbarian picks him up now. One arm now. Shoulder breaker. Look at him just take his time. Sits down. Stretching the neck of George South. There you see Paul Jones is just, he's sort of bored with him. He has so much confidence in the Barbarian. Look at that.
What
Good
a power slam.
Yes.
Great one.
All right, here he goes. South is all the way across the ring, Tony. Now the Barbarian goes up on that top rope. Now watch him fly across. Headbutt. Has it down. Look at that monster. The Barbarian. Paul Jones is a very proud manager indeed.
We've talked about some awesome men in wrestling. This man backs down from no one. We're talking about, with us on World Championship Wrestling, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
You know, Tony Schiavone's glad to be back out here talking to you, Daddy. You know, you just saw one of the toughest guys in professional wrestling, the Barbarian, self-proclaimed strongest guy by the Weasel Paul Jones. He's got 3 feet to defeat him. Well, Daddy, I never claimed to be one of the toughest or strongest, but I am one of the baddest. And I guarantee you that one of the biggest feats in the world is to ride this bull down. And Daddy, anytime you want to do that, it's a long, hard ride. And come year 86, it's a self-proclaimed year of the rage, baby. And that means all you world champions, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, all you world title holders, come and get some of this, baby, because this year is the year of the bull. And I guarantee you when the bull comes after somebody, he comes after full bore. And you know something about Hispanic people? They're very proud people, baby. I was born very proud and raised very proud. And I fought for this country because I am a Mexican-American. I guarantee you one thing, baby. I look down on nobody. So, Barbarian, you bring on your feet. And I promise you one thing. One of the baddest men in the world. Because, Daddy, at Christmas time, I get 10, not 9 Christmas cards. And I guarantee you, everyone is saying, please, sir, come ride. And I guarantee you, when the bull gets on the ride, it's a long, short way down. And I guarantee you, all my people listen. Toda la gente, pa mi madre, yo soy mi mamá. que está enfermo ahorita. Yo te voy a decir una cosa. Este mexicano va a ser el primer mexicano en ser el campeón del mundo, porque yo sé que toda la raza, todos los chicanos quieren ver un chicano arriba. Este chicano va a estar arriba, porque arriba es donde está. Y arriba con toda la gente van a ver. Y todos los que quieren el toro van a ver quién van a ganar. El toro y ustedes. El toro va a estar arriba.
And we'll be back right after this. It's World Championship Wrestling because we have world champions with us. The World Television Champion. Also, one half of the National Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson. We're going to talk about the National Tag Team title in just a minute, but you are the World Television Champion. I know what's on your mind, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and what we heard here last week about the boot that Dr. Joseph Aswanik said he doesn't need anymore.
Well, the bottom line is, Tony Giovanni, I bump into people in bathrooms, I bump into them in malls, restaurants, and they all keep hollering, Dusty's going to break your leg, Dusty's going to do this, Dusty's going to do that. Well, if you'll get a shot of my legs, they're looking way too good, just like they always are. I'm still squatting 600 pounds. So Dusty has just done what everybody else likes to do. He likes to run his mouth about what he's going to do. And as far as the national tag team titles, you've known Ole Anderson a long time. David Crockett, I know you have. I've known him my whole life. He will be back shortly, and we will go on being the national tag team champions. But the thing that has got me ecstatic is David Crockett, you indignant, overbearing, obnoxious individual, you have got a letter, and I want you to read it. Not you, Tony. I want David Crockett to read it. This gives me immense, immense gratification. Would you read that for me?
Thing I like about him.
Would you please read this for me?
I'll read it.
I'm beside myself. Listen to this, Dusty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this letter is from the president of the National Wrestling Alliance, Bob Geigel. It's a very wordy letter. Matter of fact, it has 10 points to it. The gist of it is, he is telling us that Dusty Rhodes can no longer wear the boot, the special boot, the steel-toed boot. He's saying that it is illegal for him to wear it now, that he must not. It's against the rules. They say his foot is healed.
That is
That's
the
it.
ruling.
That is the ruling.
It's coming out of one of his best friend's mouth. So, Dusty, my friend, you can't wear that ball-peen hammer on your foot anymore. You got to go back to being a regular guy and roll in that ring, compete with nothing but knee pads and regular wrestling boots, and there's nothing you or anybody else can do about it.
The reason he had to put that boot on is because you and your brothers and cousin Ric Flair and Ole Anderson broke it, right? He had to wear it.
He had to put the
He
boot on
only
is
wore it
because
for
he's
self-protection.
gutless. He's
That's
gutless. He doesn't have the guts to get in there unless he's got a weapon, because the horrification is burned into his memory exactly what Flair and the Andersons did to him. I'm going to go back here and just elate in what's
All right,
happened.
wait a minute. Before you leave, I've got to say one more thing to you, all right? Remember, 5 more days, buddy. 5 more days, then it's up for grabs.
There's nothing you can do about this one.
5 more days.
Arn Anderson, he's the World Television Champion, but he has 5 more days, or like you said, David,
that's right.
His national tag team titles will be taken away by the NWA. Let's go back to the ring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in that ring now, a tough Texan, Ron Bass. He's a man that liked to go up against the Barbarian for that $10,000. Bass.
Going up against Mike Samani here, David.
Bass, he's not that power weightlifter that you see like the Barbarian, but he's strong. He's got that natural strength. Look at him. He can move too. Look at him. Hard slam. Stands there, picks him up again. Slam. Simeone goes out. Trying to stay away from Bass. Bass is on a roll.
That was real big slams that time.
What's he crying about, referee?
Yeah, Tony, the letter from Bob Geigel, 2 pages in length, just to tell us one thing, that Dusty Rhodes can no longer wear that boot. You know, if I didn't know better, I think maybe some people had something to do with it. All right, good slam.
One thing for sure, David, you brought up the point quite well, was that the only reason Dusty wore that was for
That's
protection.
right.
He did not use that boot to win a match. And
Good!
oh, big suplex. And it was the Andersons and Flair.
That's
The
right.
sole reason why that protective boot was on that left foot.
Andersons, Flair, Tully Blanchard. They all got into it. Watch Bass. He's a good one. All right, now. Takes him now. All right, they're in there. See me out trying to pound away on him. Can he do it? Bass comes right back with that hard right hand. Takes him now. Here he goes across into the ropes. Good elbow right in the chest. The fans want to see it again. Let's see what happens now. Bass takes him now. Picks him up. Drops him. Just caught him on the chin across that rope. Picks him up now. Turns him. Holds up. He's going to put the claw on him. And takes him down on that mat. He has him exactly where he wants him. And you wonder, what about the claw against the Barbarian? Paul Jones's monster.
Yours truly and David Crockett were all in the midst of what will be referred to for a long time to come as a shot heard around the world when Ric Flair came out here, confronted you, Ron Garvin, and then the end result, him going down from the hands of Stone. Out went Ric Flair, the world
You
champion.
know, I always believe I mind my own business. When somebody messed with me, it's a different. What I want to say is this here: Slick Rick. Better known as Ric Flair, has got a lot of problems. Everybody knows that all around the world. You know, Dusty Rhodes, risky business. Dusty Rhodes is after Ric Flair. So therefore, when I'm after you, Ric Flair, that's double risky business. Now everybody knows around the world, right on WTBS here, the Superstation, I knocked him out. Now that's very embarrassing. Now everybody knows, I know the people know and Ric Flair know that I've got his number. And I'm not talking about your phone number, I'm talking about your number, because your number's gonna be up pretty soon. And I'm gonna say this, you better start calling somebody and start with the IRS man. And you better tell him that next year when he files income tax, you're gonna be in a much lower bracket. And you won't be able to afford to pay your taxes. You better start selling your limousine and your jet plane. And you better go to the pawn shop and pawn that Rolex watch you got, because I'm gonna tell you something, next year you're gonna be in a much lower bracket, because what you got around your waist, we're talking $500,000. You're looking at a man that wants it, and I want it real bad. And when Ronnie Garvin wants something real bad, I'm like Dusty Rhodes, full of desire, and believe me, when we step in that ring, we do it right.
No doubt about it. Fans all over the country, cards and letters are pouring in. That man, Ron Garvin, very well could be the next World Heavyweight Champion. Let's go back to the ring.
Look at him. The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff, and the General, the Commander, Ivan Koloff. One part of the world's six-man tag team champions. Across the ring, Patrick Tanaka. Ivan, he starts. Pounds away. He's choking.
Certainly is. Getting a warning now.
Takes him down. Watch him. He breaks exactly on the count. Takes Tanaka down. What's going to do now? The Russians. You look at them. They want to embarrass and intimidate all Americans. Who can stop them? Can Patrick? There's some people. Oh, good chop. Right to the head. And again.
Got Ivan in the ropes, David.
He
Got
got
him
him
tied
down.
up.
This young man, he's going to fight back. That's what it's all about. It's us against them. Here he goes. In the corner. Guys in. Knew it. Ivan's too smart. But you look at the Russians, and you got to think. The Road Warriors.
But also now, think about the Russians' new comrade, the man on loan to the Russians, courtesy of #1 Paul Jones.
That's right. Baron von Raschke.
Baron von Raschke. Just when you thought the Russians were down to 2 men because of the injury to Crusher Khrushchev, well, here's the Baron, and he'll be here later on.
You get a glimpse just a minute ago of the Russian nightmare, Nikita Koloff. And now he has a goal that they have put him on. He wants that United States heavyweight title held by the boss, Magnum TA.
And like we said earlier, David, and I truly believe it, I'm sure Magnum, as well as anybody else, realizes how important his task is right
That's
now
right.
to hold on to that U.S. heavyweight title.
They're
to
gonna
still
try.
be the champion.
They're going to try everything they can to take the United States heavyweight title away from him. Because this is the way they can get to all of us. To have the Russians holding the United States heavyweight title. Watch Ivan. This is the man. This is the leader of the team. Look at him. He loves to intimidate, to punish. Nikita resting on the side of the ring. He's learning the whole time he's watching.
He certainly is. Well, we got to realize, we talk about Nikita Koloff as one of the top athletes in the world, which he is, but he's still very, very young. Just a youngster. Just beginning in the world of wrestling. Guess what, David? Less than 2 years he's been in professional wrestling.
Yes, and look what he's done.
Well,
Look what he's after.
Look who his teacher is. Such a veteran.
But we've got it. You think about the Road Warriors. And you think about the boss, Magnum TA. They've got the pride to take these men on.
That's what they call the Russian hammer right there, which is a chokehold, and the break is called for.
Now he goes down for a pure choke. Very defiant. Ivan Koloff. Look at him. Patrick stops him. Chops him. Chops him again across the shoulder. Starts to chop away. He's got to do it now. Goes down. Got to hook that leg. Patrick. Not thinking there. He's got to hold Ivan down. You can't stand there and slug it out with him, because he is going to destroy you. Exactly what he's doing now. Patrick, determination, kicks out. Ivan now complaining about the count. Patrick fighting back. He's got to take him down on that mat. He's got to. Don't stand there and slug it out with him. Ivan's too smart for that.
Oh, you're talking about getting down on the mat. That's what you call getting down there in a hurry.
Ivan has him again. What's he going to do? Neck breaker! Takes his time, comes over. What's he going to? He picks him up again. Backs him. Here he goes across. Switch now.
Right to the sickle.
Just not quick enough. Patrick Tanaka goes down in defeat against the Russians. Ivan Koloff and his nephew, Nikita Koloff.
Tony Schiavone, am I hot for days, or is it just my imagination? I mean, here I am, styling, profiling, custom made, woo, from head to toe, and I run into a little 18-year-old girl in the parking lot that says, "Please, Nature Boy, take off your sport coat, pretend like you're wearing a pair of blue jeans like Magnum and the Rock and Roll Express, and show them this one time." Huh? That's right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for the girls one day. I'm going to put on a pair of blue jeans, and I'm going to show you why Slick Rick and Space Mountain are synonymous. You understand? Woo! Now, Ronnie Garvin walks out here. The shot heard round the world. Garvin, I've said it before, woo, in the words of the great Art Anderson, the odds of you knocking me out, brother, are astronomical. You had something in your hand. Here it is right here. This is it. Ric Flair. Look at that back, huh? Look at that latch spread. Now, Garvin don't look too tough right there, does he, huh?
What do you have in your hand? You have a shoe. What are you going to do with the shoe?
What up, body? See, outside interference, right? The beef is between Garvin and I.
What are the other two guys in there?
Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson also in there.
The beef was between Garvin and I. Tully and Arn.
Hey, what happened, Rick?
I didn't see anything, did you?
You had your
All I see is Garvin sitting on top of me after he hit me with a foreign object. Huh? Did you see the punch?
Yes.
You saw the punch. You know, David Crockett, to say, boy, you guys are really trying to embarrass Nature Boy today, huh?
Rick, you know, this happened last week, and we do need to show
Put
that.
together this film clip,
Hey,
huh?
what'd you slip and fall down then? What happened
David
to you,
Crockett,
Rick?
I don't slip and fall down.
What
I
happened?
represent the greatest wrestling organization in
Right,
the world.
You do?
And I don't blame you for trying to embarrass me, because I've gotten to the point in my career where I'm so great and so good that once in a while you got to show the people that I am an average human being on my worst day. So, Garvin, you might have hit me with a good shot. Maybe you did, or maybe you didn't. The point is, Ronnie Garvin, woo, you can tell them all that you're ready to be the world champion, but until you walk that aisle and knock the cock of the walk off, you're just a top contender. Dusty Rhodes, no more boot, huh? Now think about this, girls. That means if I'm in Greenville, if I'm in Philadelphia, huh? If I'm in Orlando or Daytona Beach, if I'm right here in Atlanta, you girls, if you see me passing in the left lane, whoo, you turn that car around. You get in line. You might have to wait in line, but sooner or later, the world champion will make you what you've always wanted to be, a big girl. Woo! Garvin, Dusty Rhodes, your history. You know, every time I see myself on camera, man, I just get, woo, I actually find myself getting better looking every day of my life. Don't try to wrap me up. Woo! I'm out of here. Tony Schiavone, you tell your wife I said hello, brother.
Let's go to the ring.
Woo!
There is only one World Heavyweight Champion, and there is only one Nature Boy Ric Flair,
That is right.
and that is him. But Tony, in the ring's a man. We saw a video of a man earlier. They just might have his number. Ron Garvin, hands of stone. He knocked him out. It's something. But right now,
It happened so fast.
Yes, it
was
did.
just clunk.
well, like a bolt of lightning.
Now the Raging Bull.
And this man is a bull. Watch him. Mexican-American, and he is good. Good drop kick. Takes A now. Has him. Vice grip headlock. Squeezes him tighter and tighter. All right, Tony. Look at him. He's got the headlock again. Squeezing. Tony, remember, coming up February 7th, right here on the Superstation, the Superstars, the Superstation World Championship Wrestling Special Edition. Your dream matches. There's still time to get those cards in. We're going to flash up the address a little later in the program, so be sure, get pencil and paper ready.
David, we've announced one match already. Announced that match this morning on our sister program, Championship Wrestling. Dusty Rhodes against Tully Blanchard.
That's right.
For the national heavyweight title with Baby Doll in Dusty's corner, J.J. Dillon in Tully's corner. That's going to be a great match.
Yes, it is. And there's more. There's still time, though, to get your vote in.
So many responses we have had so far. We obviously will have more than just that one dream match. We will have other dream matches on this night starting at 10 o'clock Eastern. Now remember, put your dream match on a postcard only. I hate to say this, but we have taken a lot of letters and we have not opened them because we just are not tabulating the letters anymore. Cards only. And send it to us.
Look at him. Got that headlock still. Squeezing tighter and tighter. Ronnie Zane, he's a big one. But the Bull, the Raging Bull can handle him. In that corner, Zane tried it. Bull comes right back. Spins him in. Chop.
Oh, the Bull has him right where he wants him now.
Yes, he does. Switch now by Zane. Rams him in. Bull jumps over, comes across the ropes. He got him! Took Zane right down on the mat. Hooks the leg. Pulls it tight. Your winner, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
Back at ringside, the national heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Baby Doll. I know you've heard about that letter from Bob Geigel, Dusty, about that boot, and what Arn Anderson had to say about that.
Well, you know, that's the first thing on my mind is the steel-toe boot was used for protection of my ankle, broken at the hands of Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. What astonishes me more than anything in the world is the Nature Boy coming out here. I don't know if he wants to dance, if he wants to sing, if he wants to talk about whatever he's talking about. When ladies pull down the left side, I go down the right side. You understand? I'm a wondering too. I'm a wondering just how really short on it you are. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I've heard a lot about it. In a world that's got a lot of rain in it, every once in a while you need somebody to keep that home fire burning. I've been in the greatest. See, I'm the only one standing out here with a good-looking woman. You're talking about it. I don't see no good-looking women here. Tully Blanchard left a good-looking woman and run around with a man. Now tell me what that means. When you want to talk about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and what's going on in wrestling, Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, you go ahead because I'm the one standing with Miss Pretty. Right. I'm the one being pretty. I'm the one now. Let me tell you something, Bob Geigel. That's right, Dream. Bob Geigel, if you're out there in your home somewhere, sitting on your big carcass, sending letters telling Dusty Rhodes can't wear no boot, you know what I think of the National Wrestling House, Bob Geigel? It reminds me of an old school stand, you understand? When I stole Corrine Cunningham way back from an old boy that couldn't handle her, I looked at him and I said, you know what, son? I got two words for you. Boola boola. And that's what it's all about. Baby Doll, tell him on it.
That's right. The National Wrestling Alliance and Jim Crockett Promotions trying to tell Dusty Rhodes what to do is definitely risky business.
You know it, Mama.
The national heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, with Baby Doll. Let's go to the ring. I think it's very obvious, David, that Ricky Morton can talk because the first thing he said is that, where's Jimmy Cornette today?
And Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express are here. The fans can feel it. Ah, here it Express, the World Tag Team Champions. In there now, Robert Gibson. I guess Thunderfoot. Here they go, across into the ropes. Good tackle. Comes off again. Leaps over, gets ready. Headlock, take over. Has it tight. Dusty Rhodes. And his personal baby dog. What's this? Good move by Robert Gibson. This team is quick, fast, aggressive. Ricky Morton's in. They're prime. They want them. They want that Midnight Express. They especially want Jim Cornette. This young man in the ring right now, Ricky Morton. He's not going to stop until he gets the human pair, Mr. Cornette. Here he goes. Comes in. Has it. Flips him out. Good move. Ricky Morton. Nice arm drag. Comes up. Has that arm.
And I tell you what,
Hey, he's asking. He said, where you at, Cornette?
if Jim Cornette believes that his antics, that his actions over the last month or so has dropped the Rock and Roll Express down a notch or two, he's wrong.
He better go home to mama.
They're in top form, as you can see here today.
That they are. All right, now, Bob Owens is in there. Tries to slow down. Robert Gibson can't do it. Hard right hand. Rock and roll is here to stay. Midnight Express just might go away. Watch this young man.
Well, we're gonna.
Cornette, you got it. I know you're watching right now. I know you're watching tomorrow.
And David is going to be out here also later on in the program.
This is one fight that you pick, Mr. Cornette, that you're going to have to fight, that you're going to have to get in there. And think about it. Think about it, Tony. Dream match. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, fantastic dream match. Midnight Express. I guess a Rock and Roll Express. Here he goes. Driving the knee into the leg.
Don't forget our superstars of the Superstation World Championship Wrestling Special Edition that you alluded to, David. Friday, February the 7th at 10 p.m. And you can see your dream match unfold right before your very eyes. More than one dream match,
Yes.
I should say,
Oh,
because
yes.
the outpouring of responsive letters from our fans.
And we're doing it because you fans are the greatest fans in the world. You make us what we are. Number one in professional wrestling. World Championship Wrestling and Jim Crockett Promotions. And we love you for it. That's why we're doing it.
Yes, sir, baby. I know you back there,
Ricky.
Jimmy Cornette. Come on out here. You want some?
Hey, Ricky Morton's making up for lost time. He's talking all the time now. Teamwork. There it is. Set him up. They're just waiting. Here they go. Double drop kick. They have him down for the pin. And that is it.
The chant of rock and roll for the fans. Back with the World Championship Wrestling, Jim Cornette. Rock and Roll Express look mighty good out there.
Tony, do something for me. Read. Well, you can read, right? Yeah. You can read. Okay, read that right there.
Cornette.
Cornette, that's exactly right. Get a good close shot of that, Mr. Cameraman. This right here is an honest-to-goodness replica of the Cornette family history, the original, which lies in my mother's library back home in Kentucky. She sent it to me as an inspiration because, you see, there was a Cornette, Tony, that sold tickets to the Indians to watch the Pilgrims get off the boat. And ever since, the Cornettes have always been successes. There's never been a failure in the Cornette family because we're a cut above you ordinary working-class blue-collar geeks. We have been successes, number one in every chosen field, business, sports, politics, whatever. And I'm not about to be the first one to settle for second best. And my men, the Midnight Express, are going to be the first team to settle for second best. And we're the greatest team in professional wrestling, second best to a couple of crummy punks like the Rock and Roll Express, everybody's favorites. The mailman's hunchbacked again this week, bringing in all the letters saying, oh, why'd you do that to Ricky? Why are you always beating on him? From 12-year-old idiots with crayons. I've told you, my secretaries are too busy to read that stuff. Mother sent this to me as an inspiration. Rock and roll, I said we were going to hurt you, and we hurt you. Get away from it. I said we're going to win the belts, and we are very soon, believe me, because if I tell you the sun's not going to come up tomorrow, you better go out and buy you a flashlight, because I know what I'm talking about, and when I say something, it comes to pass. And Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, also, like I've said before, it's not going to be a job taking those belts away from you. It's going to be a pleasure, because I can't stand you or anything you stand for. You know the Midnight Express, the greatest team in wrestling, just like all these idiots and just like everybody else. And like I promised you, we're going to have those belts around our waist very soon. And one more thing, Tony Schiavone, I know Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte Magazine voted both you and Jim Crockett 2 of the faces to watch in '86. Well, believe me, I got my eye on you every second.
Let's go to the ring.
There went the mouth.
But believe you me, that mouth is not shut up yet.
Ricky Morton has shut it up. All right, Tony. If there's something to bring out pride in our country, it's someone trying to take something away from us.
David, I want to say something right here. The chant of USA from all the fans, wherever the Russians go, is used to show pride in our country.
That's right.
But think about it like this. Nikita Koloff is after that U.S. heavyweight title. Could he be psyching himself out? Could he use that chant to psych himself out?
He figures to take that U.S. title away from the boss, Magnum TA, is the thing that will crush us all, to bring us down to our knees. And we're all counting on Magnum to hold on to it. We know he can. He's got to. We're all depending on him. The Russian Nightmare.
He certainly has eyed Bob Brown. Right to the knee.
You watch Nikita. You've got to think about Matt. You've got to think about the Road Warriors, too.
Okay, we have to take a timeout very briefly, and we'll be right back.
All right. Nikita's yelling for the Road Warriors. He's spreading himself a little thin, maybe, Tony. Going after the Road Warriors. Talking about Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, and Baron Von Raschke. Going after the Road Warriors. Also, he's going after Magnum TA. You look at that chokehold.
The hammer, as he calls it. We saw it earlier from Ivan.
He can call it anything he wants it. When he's in the States, that's a choke. Nikita Koloff, there he goes. There is the Russian sickle. He goes over, puts that leg, and has him down for the pin. Your winner there, the Russian Nightmare.
Back at ringside, they're holding up that trophy of the World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. Crusher Khrushchev, we know he's injured, but I tell you what, you've got quite a comrade on your team right now.
Yeah, Megathea! Last night, you hurt a little bit, huh? You hurt in you all the town. All the people, Tina, Nelly Wrestler, carry you out of front ring. Megathea, this is just start how you going to hurt a little more and a little more. So we can maybe give to Nikita title grabber. You don't already know, Magnum TA, how determined Nikita is at winning United States heavyweight title to accomplish the orders of the Kremlin. You're going to find out.
Yes, how ironic it would be for Nikita, my nephew, to come over, America being the greatest country in all the world, according to the Americans, for Nikita to take away most prestigious title, United States heavyweight title. And there is nothing that's going to stop Nikita from accomplishing this. And Road Warriors, now you see we have purchased the services of Comrade Baron Von Raschke from Paul Jones. So you no matter if it's in Baltimore, Philadelphia, Meadowlands, Atlanta, Rock Hill, any other place throughout the world, you can be sure of one thing. We won't stop until you are out of wrestling altogether. And you know, our battles with these Road Warriors over the past, you have seen, and Nikita has intentionally went into a study about them and found out that their real names is not Animal and Hawk, but they are really the Lee brothers. Ugly and homely.
Das ist richtig. Was mein Freund, mein Comrade, was saying was true. My genius manager, Paul Jones, has given me as a comrade to the Russians. We have formed an axis of power, and whoever gets in our way, Magnum TA, it doesn't matter. Ronnie Garvin, it doesn't matter. Dusty Rhodes, it doesn't matter. Boogie Woogies, it doesn't matter. And the Road Warriors, we have the scores for settling Mitchell. And we are going to find you, Road Runners, someplace, sometime. You're responsible for Crusher Khrushchev's injury. You're responsible, and we are going to have our revenge, and that is all the people need to know.
Let's go back to the ring.
Tony, the boogie man needs a little dip. I mean a little ditch just between the cheek and the gun. I mean, you ain't got nothing. No, I don't. You ain't got nothing. You don't use it, huh? No. All right, anyway, Bob, Dylan Blanchard and Mr. J.J. Dillon, just remember one thing for the boogie man. Remember the Dave Fist, baby. It's coming right at you. I'll be back later for that dip sweep.
Tony.
I think he likes everybody, David.
That he does. But there are two men that he does not like. And that is Tully Blanchard Enterprises. Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon. This man, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Van. He winds up. Oh! Over the top. Rams. Paul Gardner into the ring post, takes him now. So that was for Tully. Takes him now. Goes right for the eyes. Watch him. Van takes him now, turns him around. JJ! Hey, Tony, the thing is, we're going to have JJ and Tully Blanchard out here. They're going to appreciate what the Boogie Woogie Man's doing. Van heads him now. What's he going to do? Breaks fingernails across the back. And Tony, JJ and Tully are pacing up and down. We can see him in the back. He goes right for the chest. Claws him in the back again. Thinking about Tully Blanchard and J.J. Dillon the whole time. Here he goes. And the ropes, elbow, chest. Goes down. Has him down for the pin. Your winner, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant.
Tully Blanchard Enterprises, Administrative Director James J. Dillon. Tully Blanchard.
It don't take long for James J. to get in the mainstream. Look at this fashion, baby.
You know, I love the way the American Dream Dusty Rhodes comes out here and tells half-truths. On worldwide national television, whatever, he comes out here and says, hey, Tully Blanchard left a good-looking woman. Now he's with a man to go with a man. What does that mean? Well, yes, that's the truth, but he didn't tell you the whole truth. Because Tully Blanchard left his mother to go grocery shopping and went with his father to the gym to train. Now, he would like for you to think that he was referring to Baby Doll. But we know that she's given designer jeans. She's taken the designer out of designer jeans because so she puts on them Gloria Vanderbilts. That thing doesn't look like a swan anymore. It looks like a Brontosaurus Rex. Now, with a directive from Mr. Bob Geigel, now things are really starting to change because Superstars on the Superstation World Championship Wrestling Special Edition on February 7th is Head Up, the American Dream, and Mr. Tully Blanchard. And I think without that loaded boot, Mr. Blanchard, it's going to be a whole new ball game.
You know, James J., you covered a lot of things right there. But I got one thing to say about Jimmy Valiant. You, my friend, you think Dusty Rhodes is your buddy, your friend, your comrade. Well, I got news for you. What he's doing, when I dropped you on your head, that was a message to him, and he's sitting back in his ivory tower, and he's taking the message. And he's sending you out like the sacrificial lamb to sacrifice. Now, Jimmy Valiant, you want to tangle with me, take fists, or anything else, you get in the ring, that's fine with me. Now, Dusty Rhodes, you have been exposed. The boot comes off, brother. And you got to get in the ring without that weapon. You got to use your mind, your wrestling ability. And I don't care if you were 2 times world heavyweight champion, world television champion, national heavyweight champion. On the Superstation Superstars, I'm going to promise the people of the world they're going to see Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, that he's going to go down in front of 50 million homes, live on television, on the Superstation. James J., that's all we got.
You know, Mr. Blanchard has been a sex symbol all along, but Baby Doll was like a sheepdog biting at the heel. Oh, I've seen this thing happen time and time and again in airports and lounges. Oh, how could I top that?
We're coming right back. Well, the mailbag is out again, as you can see, and we got a card from Terry Hamilton of Kansas City, Missouri. Terry, one of the thousands upon thousands of fans, who said the dream match I would like to see is the Road Warriors take on Ivan and Nikita Koloff. Well, you remember just this morning we announced that one of the dream matches would be Dusty Rhodes against Tully Blanchard. We're very pleased to announce that we have another dream match scheduled for our special edition, and that will be Ivan and Nikita Koloff taking on the Road Warriors as part of our Superstars on the Superstation special coming up Friday, February the 7th, David Crockett. It all starts at 10 o'clock Eastern right here on the Superstation.
We say you're the best fans in the world, and we're going to give you your dream match.
We've had so much response,
There's more to come.
There's more to come. Keep the cards, the postcards coming in. Mail in a dream match, World Championship Wrestling, 1250 South Omni International, Atlanta, 30303. Still, we'll tabulate your cards only. More yet to come on the dream matches for you, the greatest wrestling fans in the world today.
Hey, I know what my dream match is, and I'm sure you do too, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now the ultimate male, the most attractive and best professional athlete in the world today, beautiful Bobby.
Cornette needs someone to walk around with him at ringside.
That's right.
Got to be. Jim, can we ask you a question?
I know what you're going to ask because I'm smarter than you are. Beautiful Bobby's in a single match today because the Rock and Roll Express would not show up today if the Midnight Express was a team. Wait a minute. The Rock and Roll Express are scared of us. They wouldn't show up if the Midnight Express were a tag team match. So I put him in a single match. Every time the Midnight Express
is because
you need a bodyguard, right?
Oh, shut up.
Need somebody with you at ringside.
Bodyguard my body. I can take care of myself. I'm a vicious kind of guy, David Crockett. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Every time the Midnight Express are a team, the Rock and Roll Express disappear. Every time the Midnight Express show up, you can't find the Rock and Roll Express. They're fixed to put their picture on a milk carton. Do you understand what I'm saying?
If the Rock and Roll Express came out here, you wouldn't run away, right?
I would not. I would stand here and I would.
Man that
you know what I'd do? I'd let Dennis or Bobby, either one, take care of Robert Gibson, and I would slap that Ricky Morton right in the face. I'd slap the taste out of his mouth. I would make an idiot out of him. I would embarrass him on national television. I'd be bobbing and weaving. Hey, Bobby. How about a suplex? Vertical suplex. Very good. Vertical suplex. Right here, beautiful Bobby. The greatest repertoires of professional wrestling. Hey, Bobby. Bobby. Double arm. Double arm.
Little coaching from the ringside location here.
Well, it's just beautiful. Bobby does every wrestling move. Yeah, that one right there. Does every wrestling move and does them so well. I just like to, call him for my favorites. Bobby. 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 Hey, Bobby. Side suplex.
Well, Cornette calling for a series of suplex here, David.
Beautiful Bobby got a very extensive amateur. Textbook examples of wrestling.
What you like to do and everything. I would like to see you go up and slap the face of Ricky.
No, you wouldn't because you like Ricky Morton and I'd tear him apart. Loverboy Dennis, beautiful Bobby. Either one could probably take the Rock and Roll Express. Both of them. Look at Bobby. He does so much for me. I love this move. This is a good one. Ready?
Oh!
I'll be right back.
David, that was awesome right there, that move.
He's got a great team in the Midnight Express. Jim Cornette, though, he talks awfully brave, but is he?
No rock and roll stuff. That's in the arenas all over the country. I hate it. I don't want to hear rock and roll. Look at Bobby.
What's the knee?
That should just about do it.
He can pin him if he wants to, but does he want to? There you have it right there.
There's Dennis. Loverboy Dennis Condrey.
Now they start.
That's what we do to the Rock and Roll Express right there. That is exactly what we do to Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Beat them like...
Wait a minute.
Here they come.
All right. Rock and roll. The Rock and Roll Express. The Midnight Express. Hey, come on.
Jimmy, come on back.
Come on. Stay here.
Bring your boys back.
You want to slap his face? Come on back. What's wrong with you, Cornette? Brave man that he is.
Here with #1 Paul Jones and the Barbarian. My question is, has your secretary received any letters, any responses to your challenge for the feats of strength of the Barbarian yet?
Well, that's right, they sure have. And let me tell you something. I said that 1986 is going to be the year of the Barbarian. Shut up! And I meant it. In order for me to get top competition for the Barbarian, I am putting up $10,000 for anybody that can beat him in 3 feats of strength that I have mentioned. All you have to do is defeat the Barbarian. I am out to prove that he is the strongest man in professional wrestling today. So any wrestler right here on national television, the #1 NWA wrestler, that can defeat him in either one of the 3. Brother, let me tell you something. You sign your name on a dotted line, and we will do it on national television. And let me tell you something else. All you wrestlers that are hiding, they get out here and tell these announcers that you're #1 and you're this and you're that. Well, $10,000, I don't care if you're worth millions. $10,000 is a lot of money. Plus, guys, you stop and think. Maybe the $10,000 is not a lot for you, but what about the prestige of having all the wrestling fans think that you're #1, that you can defeat the Barbarian? The man has 24-inch arms. Brother, let me tell you something. I'm not up here just to hear myself talk. I'm here to prove a point. So if you got any guts, sign the name on a dotted line.
Paul Jones with the Barbarian. Let's go to the ring.
The Hands of Stone. Ron Garvin is up against Mark Hawk.
Mark Hawk's a big boy, David.
Yes, he is. But Garvin, he is some man.
Just walks right on top of it.
What's he gonna do? Remember, Garvin says he's got Ric Flair's number. Watch Garvin manhandle, and I mean manhandle, Mark Hawk. Hawk is trying to figure out, how does he get out of it? You don't. Garvin has him. Now watch, he's got him in that sugar. Oh, he loves that sugar. You can make a guy suffer with that. And he's doing, he's taking the elbow, he's digging it into him. Now Garvin goes right back to it. The thing is with the sugar, Tony, what it is, you're cutting the blood and the air supply off. You're pushing that head down, chin down to the chest. It's very, very hard to breathe. Each time you try to breathe a little bit more, it cinches up a little bit tighter. Now he lets him up. Garvin's enjoying this. He's thinking about Ric Flair the whole time. Saying, hey, I can do this to Ric.
Certainly a way to wear a man out without having him get off the mat at all.
Garvin realizes this guy is a big guy. He keeps him down on that mat. Look at him. Oh, he loves it. Garvin loves his work. He is a pro, a very good pro. Ric Flair, he knocked you out. Whether you want to admit it or not, he knocked you out.
And the letters
that bothers him.
I know the letters from all the fans that we've received from what we saw last week. Fans writing in saying, yes, Ronnie Garvin, he's the man. He's our next world champion. Well,
all right, Tony, you watch Ronnie Garvin, and I have to make one mention right here. This man, even though he's all business in that ring, he's got a heart of gold, because there's a special event that's taking place here in Atlanta Monday at the Omni that all the athletes and personalities here in Atlanta are getting involved with. It's called Carnival for Cure. Mr. Garvin will be there to sign autographs and have your pictures taken with him. If you'd like to SQ fans in the Atlanta area, come to the Omni and support the Carnival for Cure.
Cowboy Ron Batts, great match, great win earlier in the program, and I know you heard the words from Paul Jones, $10,000. That's quite an inducement.
Woo, that's a lot of money, Tony. You know, Paul Jones has been out here hollering, screaming. He's had his big Barbarian out here. Looks like a big old Brahma bull, been bellowing and issuing all kind of challenges. Well, I've been thinking so far, maybe it's just a bunch of hot air. But then Jones kindly said something. He said $10,000. Now that gets no poor boy's dandruff up just a little bit. You know, I'm just like anybody else out there in this whole world. I'm trying to make it, brother. And $10,000 is a big payday for anybody. I don't care who he might be. But Jones, I've been double-crossed before. I don't trust somebody like you. What I want to know is when you talk about 3 feats of strength, I want you to explain yourself a little bit. You're talking about a tug-of-war, a human chain, and a bench press. I want to know, do you have to go out there and win all 3 of these? Do you have to go out there and win 2 out of 3? Exactly what are the rules laid down here? Because Jones,
I don't trust you for one little bit. And the people out here, they all know what kind of man you are. You didn't get the name Weasel. You earned it, brother. So you just lay it out there on the line. You talking about people ain't got guts. Well, right here I am looking you eyeball to eyeball. Let's just get it all straightened out, brother. Let's get it down in fine writing, and we'll just see how strong your man is. Like I says, I'm just an old cowboy trying to make it, and $10,000 of your money would go a long way, brother.
Cowboy Ron Bass issuing to Paul Jones. What are the rules for the test of strength? And we're coming right back.
The bad man from Texas, Black Bart, against a young, strong wrestler in Josh Stroud. Watch Bart. He starts to pound away. Whips him across into the ropes. Stroud, good drop kick. Comes over. All right, now he needs to stay on him, though.
Shouldn't have backed up at all. Bart was not in the ropes. Could have gone right after him.
Again, this guy, Black Bart, you've got to take him down. If you keep him up, he's going to pulverize you. Watch him. He fights.
And he seems to know your weakness regardless of what it would be.
Takes him over. Ooh. Hard right hand between the eyes. Has him. Picks him up. Suplex. Hard. He knows what to do. And he does it well. Black Bart. The bad man. He's mean as they come. And watch him. He breaks exactly on the count. Here he goes. Whips him across.
Oh, a clothesline.
And he likes it. Now he's going right for the forehead, gnawing on him. What's he going to do now? Has him up. Right across the ropes. Staying with the throat, the upper part of the body. Takes him again. Stroud trying to fight him off. Just can't do it now. Bart, you've got to take it to him early. Hard fist to the side of the neck. Now into the chest again. Backhanded. Snapmare takes him out. Puts that knee right into the face. What's he gonna do again? Stroud's got to move around. He's got to. What's he gonna do now? Hard slam on the mat. Black Bart. He goes up. He's on that second rope. Texas compactor. Here he comes! Right across the chest. Knocks the wind out of him. Hooks that leg. And has him down. Your winner. The mean bad man from the Black Hills of Texas.
Back at ringside, now regardless of what Nikita Koloff will tell you, this man is able and willing to meet all challenges from any man. We're talking about the U.S. heavyweight champion, Magnum TA.
Well, speaking of bad men, got to talk about Nikita Koloff. Now, Nikita, I couldn't help but listen to your words, even though your broken English kind of hard to understand. You talked about maybe having a little satisfaction with yourself because you caused me some pain. Well, my friend, there's been a lot of people out there caused me pain before. I can live with blues, pain, and agony. That's the way I like it. I like living on the edge. I like a little adversity. So if you, my friend, and all your Russian comrades, German comrades, anybody you want to bring into this, well, bring it on. Because I'm not backing up from you or anybody else. This belt is mine. The only fear I have in life is that this would one day be around a Russian waist, and you had to put me out forever to get that done.
U.S. heavyweight champion Magnum TA back with the Russians, Baron von Raschke, and much more. Don't go away. We are back at ringside with Ivan Koloff, the man who says he'll be the next U.S. heavyweight champion. U.S. heavyweight champion, he says, Nikita Koloff.
Oh, Megathea. Megathea. Uncle Ivan, how do they call these Megathea now? Freedom Rider. Right. Megathea, you know going to walk. Nikita get down to you. And you talk about the pain. You got a lot of pain to come, Megathea. Freedom Rider, he calls himself. He comes out there and says you'd have to put him out of wrestling before he'd give up the United States heavyweight title.
What he said, yes.
Well, Nikita is not beyond those beats. He can put this magnum out of wrestling for good. If that's what he wants to wrestle this type of way, that is fine. Nikita is ready for him. And now we are waiting to watch our comrade, Baron Von Raschke, new member to the Koloff family, because Paul Jones lent him to us for X amount of American dollars. Now, Road Warriors, you're going to find out the devastation of the Koloff family, along with Comrade Baron Von Raschke.
Don't forget, the Road Warriors, part of our dream match against the Koloff. Let's go to the ring.
You know Baron
In the ring.
Von Raschke.
Baron Von Raschke against Rocky King.
With
Go
Paul
ahead,
Jones.
Mr. Koloff.
You know, he has a record, not only in professional wrestling, beyond anybody else but Nikita Koloff, but in amateur wrestling, he just went over last year to Germany and took on Olympic team, all at one time, one after the other, and destroyed every one of them. And ever since he's been in professional wrestling, he has left his mark that no one has ever been able to equal. Now that Nikita is in this country and we are all together, you watch this man, this Baron Von Raschke. How vicious he is. He will not stop at nothing. He is in fear. He does not feel pain. Matter of fact, he enjoys dealing it out. These Road Warriors, they talk about enjoying to dish out pain.
All right, let's talk about the Road Warriors. Because you're going to have to wrestle them. You will have to wrestle the Road Warriors as part of our special, right?
That's right.
You're gonna
I
have to
tell you about these Road Warriors. It seems very strange to us that they go around wearing makeup on their face. I suppose they wear dresses also, yellow dresses, right? Well, we're going to knock that paint right off of their face. Yes. Now they have declared the Third World War against the Koloff family because of the embarrassment we put on them. They come in and they attack Krusher Khrushchev, hurting his leg. Well, now, you watch Baron Von Raschke. You see the strength of this man, determination of this man, and you will see the defeat of the Road Warriors.
Well, the Russian team of Ivan and Nikita Koloff as Baron Von Raschke applies the claw once again, David. Back at ringside with you on World Championship Wrestling, none other than, once again, the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
How about that Blanchard, huh? Brother, let me tell you, Tully Blanchard, you've always been the kind of man that I admired in my own kind of way. But today, brother, you lived up beyond all expectations. I might even consider that blonde for Space Mountain sometime. That's how hot that number was. Now, David Crockett, come on over here one time, guy. You know, a lot of people think that Ric Flair rides so high in the sky that sometimes he forgets to touch base. So we're all going to go to school right here for a couple of minutes. Number one, the National Wrestling Alliance is what's happening in professional sports. And I'm the world's heavyweight champion. Arnold Anderson, my great cousin, is the world TV champion and one half of the National Tag Team Champions. Dusty Rhodes, the National Heavyweight Champion. Magnum TA, the U.S. Champion. In other words, what I'm telling you folks, I might not like everybody, but the names I'm mentioning are the who's who in professional wrestling. Even the Rock and Roll Express and all their training bra wearing fans are what's happening in wrestling today. Now, I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, woo, can dance all night long. I can't help it that I'm the greatest wrestler alive today. But I'll tell you this, Dusty Rhodes, you got no more boot. So, brother, the leg is back on the line. And Ronnie Garvin, brother, I'm going to style and profile for you for about 30 seconds. And then you really think about it. Do you really want to jump on Space Mountain? Woo! Against all odds. Girls, I'm going to be available anywhere you see my name on the marquee, and you can ride Space Mountain all night long for NO if you're 18 years old or over. Woo!
That's the world champion, the one, the only, Ric Flair. We're coming right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a good one for you. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson against the Italian Stallion, Don Kernodle.
David, very quickly before the match gets underway, happy anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Bill Evans out of Carson City, Nevada. 50 years of marriage this past week.
That's great.
And hello to the Michaelek family out of Lower Brule, South Dakota. Talk about a belligerent guy. Tully Blanchard outside of the ring, just about as belligerent as you can get. Right to us, World Championship Wrestling, 1250 South Miami International, Atlanta, 30303. Anniversary announcements of 50 years or more, or any questions you would have for myself, David, or any of the wrestlers.
Good move. Hey, Tony, talk about questions. I had a question. I want to find out who that young lady was that was with Tully Blanchard. And
I don't think Tully is in any mood to explain that right now. Tully Blanchard, obviously in a lot of pain. I tell you, the Stallion and Don Kernodle, David, they're fine athletes. Arn Anderson backing into that corner, David. And the Stallion went for it.
That he did.
I knew where he was.
Now Don Kernodle's in. He's a good one.
Kernodle's got him in that headlock, Dave.
Here he goes across. Into the ropes. Switch now.
Oh, Blanchard! Up on the wrong side. And now some advice from his administrative director.
J.J. Dillon.
Administrative director.
I like that.
Now what's Blanchard complaining about now, Dave?
Complaining. Oh, he ties up. Let's see what happens. He's trying to make the tag. Always wants to get out when it gets a little hot. Stallion goes right in after him.
Blanchard got the tag, though. Or did he?
No.
I guess he did.
Referee didn't see it.
No, he did not.
Drag him over. Look at Tully. He wants out.
Oh, he still can't get it.
What's the matter with him? Can't make it over. All right. Picks him up. Has him. Kernodle. Slams him right on that arm. Tully.
Well, they let him get near his corner, and that was a mistake. Kernodle walked over to the other corner, enabling Blanchard to scoot over to tag this man, a world television champion.
The Italian Stallion, he goes right to them. This is good. Kernodle and Stallion are sticking with the plan. With that arm, they take him down. You know Arn Anderson about this. This is what he likes to do best. He and Ole Anderson, but Ole's out of it. He was injured at the hands of Dusty Rhodes. Remember, they only have 5 more days.
You're talking
And
about the
then-
World Tag Team title.
No, the world.
The
Excuse me,
National
the National
Tag Team title. That's correct. Held by the Andersons. But right now, this man, Arn Anderson, is tied up by Don Cornetto. We've always said Don
Belly
was a
strap.
great wrestler.
Yes.
Showing us why we've said that all along.
Still has that arm. What's he going to do now? Here they go. Good takedown.
Great takedown. And look at Cornetto.
Comes right back to that arm. Tully is upset. And JJ, he's adding his 2 cents. Shakes his head. He knows a young man in there, Don Cornetto. He's a good one. He knows how to control him. Nice move. Goes right back to the arm. Good. Here comes the stay-in. Up. Right on the arm. Takes him over. Drops it across. Comes up. Staying with it now. It's going to happen now. Still has the arm. Cornetto's in. All right, they back him to the ropes. Here they go. Good tackle.
Oh, Blanchard is just as crafty as you'll find. He got him right in the back that time when he tried to whip off the ropes.
And here they go. Tully goes up. Fist right across. Look at him. Drop him right in that back. That's where he got him. Rolls him over, tries for that pin. No, you can't do that to Don. You've got to hook the leg and hook it tight.
Knowing the man's weakness, David.
Now makes that tag. Arn goes for the back. Snapmare takes it over. First chin lock.
Yeah, the Stallion trying to encourage his partner, Don Cornetto, on, but he's in the wrong side of the ring. Oh, great atomic drop.
The tag had already been made, though.
You're right, David.
Tully picks it. Quick slam. Drops it right in the chest. Still, you can't just lay on him. You've got to hook him. Don fighting back. Right in the side of the head. Again and again.
And Cornetto taking all the way out of the ring.
Watch out. Arn drops down. Takes him down. What is he going to do? Rams that shoulder. Right in the post. Distracting the referee. Arn comes back up. Now look at it. Now he starts stomping away on it.
Well, Cornetto obviously in a lot of trouble right now.
Arn goes out again. What's he going to do? Has him, takes him, throws him back in. Tully continues. Has him. Pick. Don's got him. Don has him up. He's got him. Position hard on the mat. But Don is down too. Can he do it? Which man can make it? Which man can make it? Arn takes him down, cinches up on that arm. Don still fighting back. He made the tag.
Blanchard right on top of him.
What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's going up. He's going on that top rope. Beautiful move! Caught him in midair.
Gotta say it.
Nice move by Don Cornetto. All right, he needs to make that tag. Got to get over there. Arn has it first. Got the tag stand. He starts. He's got to carry it. Arn goes right after him. Takes him down. Whips him across. Switch. Stay it. He's got it. Wait, watch. Came off. Got him right in the back of the neck. Switched it out. What's he gonna do? Gourd Buster. Put his face right in the mat.
Double Gourd Buster. What a maneuver. We will see you next week on World Championship Wrestling. The action starts right here.